everybody, it's Kyle. I am coming to you from my car, and yes, this is still not episode 100, guys. But this might help you understand why. Yeah, man, I've had a little bout of depression sneak up on me again, and it's weird. I was talking to another friend, and they were having some issues this week, but for a while, I guess they'd been having issues, and I really hadn't. I'd been doing all right, and I don't think that's why I am having some issues right now, but it just kind of sneaks up on you, man, and you know, you turn around and you're like, oh shit, like life sucks right now. But the funny thing is that you can clearly see that life doesn't suck. Actually, I mean, unless your life sucks. Sorry if that's the case, and I get that too. I've been there. But I'm not going to sit here and lie and tell you that my life sucks, because it does not at all. I actually have a pretty good life, and my wife and I have worked really hard to make sure that we're doing all right. And it's a real busy weekend too, and I don't know if that it all just kind of goes together. I'm not sure. I think it's probably a little bit of stress, a little bit of anxiety about everything that's going on, or I'm not sure. But it's all kind of conglomerated into this seemingly overwhelming feeling of fatigue and distress. It's really strange. I don't know how else to explain it any better than that, really. So I appreciate you guys listening and all that stuff, but that's kind of what I'm going through. And it's really weird because, again, I mean, I can see it and I recognize it for what it is, but it doesn't change the fact that it's there. And it doesn't change the fact that that I feel so negative and so down. And it's interesting because when I was talking to my other friend about it, and they were saying that they had been feeling that, you know, I talked a lot about recognizing it for what it is, and therefore being able to understand that, so that at least you have that in your pocket when you're kind of fighting against it or combating it. You have the ability to recognize it for what it is, that it's nothing more than just, you know, hate to quote a Ghetto Boys song, but it really is your mind playing tricks on you. And so I can see that and I can recognize it, and that probably diminishes it a little bit. And that's kind of what I was telling my friend, you know, just recognize it. Say, oh, okay, yeah, it's this. That's this feeling, right? Yes, I'm familiar with it, and I'm also familiar with the fact that it's bullshit. So that will give you kind of an upper hand, but it still feels very destructive and frustrating, and like you're running up against a brick wall. You know, it's really weird, man. I don't know how to explain it. I can tell you I went and bought a couple records. It's so sad, but I went and bought a couple used records, and you know, getting yourself something that makes you feel better. It's weird. I mean, at least that works that way with me. And so I did that, and I do feel a little better. And again, dude, that's such a fucking consumer capitalistic way of thinking, but it's true. I got Jefferson Airplane, The Worst of Jefferson Airplane, and I got Blondie, Auto America. 2 real good copies of those, by the way. Anyway, yeah, that's what's going on. And I got a feeling that's probably why it is that I can't seem to get this last episode finished, this episode 100, and why it is that I'm kind of slipping on doing the videos and other stuff like that. But you know, it's going to change. I'm going to feel a little bit better, and things are going to get back to where they were. And again, I do recognize it for what it is, and I do understand that, that it's bullshit. At the same time, it does still feel kind of crappy, and it does keep me from getting things done, I've noticed. I'm doing fine at work. I'm getting things done there. I'm doing things I've never done before, as a matter of fact, and I'm doing very well there. I actually just had my anniversary at this job, and you guys know I've talked about this job before. I love my job, and I'm very proud of my work, and I'm very proud of what I do and how I've been able to come across this position and do well and help this part of my company grow and help the company grow. That makes me feel good. It makes me feel valued, and my family makes me feel good. They make me feel valued too. Again, it's a big weekend. I mean, it's homecoming this weekend for my son. He's a sophomore in high school, and he's got a date tonight. I mean, yesterday he was marching in the marching band. That was a big day for him. And then they had the big homecoming football game last night, and they also had a performance there. I mean, there's a lot going on, and that's very exciting, and it's very fun to watch and stuff. And I got to tell you, when I was watching his performance last night, I mean, this is where I'm at. This is what it feels like when you have this kind of shit in you. And it's just there, And you can control it a little bit, but you can't really control it. While I was sitting there standing there watching my son and the marching band and his performance and all that, I felt so proud. I felt so happy that I was involved in bringing this human being into this world because of all the great things that they're going to do, or even just the great things that he's doing right now. I mean, he's a good kid, man. He's accepting of everybody. He's a loving, caring person. He does great with band. His grades are really good right now. He's almost an Eagle Scout. He's working still. I mean, he's a lifeguard. I'm very proud of him. I was standing there watching him, and they were performing their song, and it was quiet, of course. Everybody's watching. And I was almost moved to tears, man. I mean, I don't know how to explain it. I mean, for a couple reasons. I mean, I had this feeling inside like, man, I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud I was able to help, give him to the world, And at the same time, I also had this feeling inside of, I'm happy that I'm bringing someone into this world that's better than me. It's a better human being than I am. Who's going to do more and going to do better than me. Because I know we all beat ourselves up inside and stuff, but when you have this shit going on, it's a non-stop, everlasting thumping beat down on your ass inside your head. It is your mind constantly telling you you're not worth a shit. And it sucks, man. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of last night when I recognized what was going on, like, oh shit, man, yeah, this shit snuck up on me again. What the hell? And so I know what's going on, and I understand all that, and I'm happy to be aware of it. I'm happy that I've gone to therapy and I've done all these things and gotten to the point where I can recognize it for what it is. But at the same time, it still sucks, guys. So just know that if you're out there in the world and you have a friend or a spouse or a kid or a work associate or something that is acting kind of funny and kind of strange, I'm not saying they have this going on, but they may. And you don't know what's going on in their lives, So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind when you're backing out of a spot and someone almost hits you, Instead of telling them to fuck off and flipping them off, maybe stop and say, oop, and just pull back in, hey, sorry, because shit happens. And we all need to start being a little bit nicer to each other and understanding of each other, because we don't know what's going on in everybody's lives. and we shouldn't. I mean, to each their own. Unless someone reaches out to you for help. But I'll be all right. I mean, I'll be so proud of my son tonight when he goes and he picks up. We go pick up his date and get the pictures of them ready to go, and then he's taking her out to eat somewhere nice. So we'll take him over there and drop them off, and then he's going to kind of a little barbecue pre-party thing, and then he's going to prom. So I will also be an Uber driver tonight. However, I'll be so proud of him, and his mom will be there with me, and she'll be so proud of him, and we are, and those are good feelings. But in the background, within me, lurking around there, punching fucking holes in the wall, is this bullshit depression that just won't seem to let go. So that's what I've got going on, guys. I appreciate you being patient with me. Not that I have people fucking knocking down my door to listen to this podcast, but I like doing it. I love sharing what I'm interested in with you guys. And so there's that. Somewhere in there, I'm going to cut in maybe, I don't know. I may not put the ad in this one. Who gives a shit? It's like a penny, right? I just put it in there because it sounds more professional, right? I need to re-record the ad, actually. But yeah, that's what's going on, guys. I appreciate you listening. I hope you guys are all doing well, and I'm still working on things. I will get caught up on all this. Get off my lawn.